This is a basic setup of the makeup. You see that there's a Ben Nye personal kit of makeup. It's got foundation, sponges, a liner, a brush, some translucent powder in there, as well as this black sponge is for stippling and creating the look of a beard, which most of you probably won't use. We have a wig cap. This happens to be a really light color, but they come in brown, nude, blonde, and black. This is a hairband, which is very useful for applying makeup to keep the hair out of the face. If you don't have a wig cap on, you can certainly use a headband. It should be part of your makeup kit. A small brush is useful to have. Face wipes, get a brand that you like, and they don't have to be expensive, but baby wipes certainly work well. Use a mild variety. These are 4 brushes that I think are indispensable. The first one is a powder brush. This is an ankle brush. This is a liner. And this is a powder brush, a large powder brush. These are really vital for putting on the translucent powder that's in your kit. If you don't have any brushes at all, you certainly don't have to go all out and spend a lot of money on professional makeup brushes. This is a child's art brush set, and it certainly is perfectly adequate and actually has quite a few of the brushes that you would need in here. I got this one at Michael's for $4.50. You would still need to have a powder brush if you did get something like this, but other than that, it takes care of most of your needs. Some hand sanitizer there, and over on the right you'll notice that there are the makeup wedges. You should get a bag of these. They're very inexpensive. You can get them at any drugstore, Long's, Walgreens, that sort of place, and they're very inexpensive, $1.25 for a full bag of these, 1 per makeup application. Don't save these because they do tend to get full of bacteria. After you use it for applying all of your makeup for one session, then go ahead and throw it away. Use a clean one the next time. Other useful items, since you do have a liner pencil, get yourself a nice makeup pencil sharpener, and also Q-tips tend to be very, very useful for applying small bits of makeup and also correcting little oopses as you're applying makeup for the first time. So with that, I'll go ahead and show you the makeup kit itself. This is the Ben Nye personal makeup kit, and this just happens to be a PK1, which is for fair people. It's not the fairest, but it's a fairly fair kit. And what it contains is translucent powder. It's very important to put this on at the finish of your makeup session because it dulls any of the facial oils, especially under the bright lights which are on stage. This is a makeup sponge. It's a high quality makeup sponge, but unfortunately what you really need to do is just use this once and then get the replacement refills of these. This is a sponge also. It's called a stippling sponge. If you ever need to do a bearded effect, you can use this to put a shadow on your chin. We're not going to be using that for any of the work that we're doing, but that's what it's for. This brush is a flat brush. It's really a multi-purpose brush. It's a really nice brush. You'll probably find it very useful. It's a Ben Nye brush. It's flat, but it also has the ability to go sideways and be used to draw a line. Pencil, eye pencil, brow pencil, depending on your kit. This could either be dark brown or black. This is the foundation that comes in every single kit, and this is really what you buy a particular kit number for. This should match as closely as possible to your skin tone. Finally, you have a palette of 4 different colors. You have a contouring shadow color, you have a highlighting color, you have a brighter flesh tone, in this case it's peachy pink, and you also have an earth tone pink, which is sort of a rouge. Any of these can be used anywhere on your face. You would tend to think of this as a highlighter, tend to think of this as a lip color, this as a cheek color, and this to do other effects on your face with. but it doesn't really matter. Any of them can be put anywhere, depending on what sort of look you want to achieve. The last thing in your kit is a velvet sponge, and the reason I left it for last is because it's really not worth anything. If you try to put your translucent powder on with this velvet sponge, you'll simply smear your makeup, so it really is, it's useless. All right, let's get to application of the makeup.